Good morning, everybody. It is Wanda here with today's tarot. How are you all? Welcome all of you who are going to be jumping on shortly. I hope that your morning has been just beautiful. And welcome also to those of you who are in the UK, United States and Asia and India. How are you this morning? I hope you are well. Can you feel the energy of this Christmas coming up? The energy. And when I say that, there's so much happening. I know that in my family, we have a few changes coming up in our family, and everyone has to sort of, well, we don't have to, but we gear ourselves for those changes, whatever those changes may be. And some of you who've been reading my posts on my personal page, I put one up earlier on. Welcome everybody jumping on. Hello, how are you? About what is the best Christmas gift that you have been given, and the stories that my friends from near and far and have jumped on and actually shared their favorite Christmas gifts are just so very beautiful. And it's really, the message is not about Christmas anymore. It's about love. And wow, you know, those stories in themselves are precious. So if any of you are on and you are one of those people that has responded to that post, I had actually picked 5 people, but I'm going to give a gift to everybody who shared. So I just need to get that sorted out, and that gift I'll be talking a little bit about later on in a post I'm going to pop up on my feed today. So if you were one of those people who shared one of your stories about the best Christmas gift that you were ever given, then you'll be one of those people receiving a gift from me. But for today's tarot, paying it forward, you know, there's always a lot of expense at Christmas time and we get maxed out. This is what I want to say to you. The power of intention, even when you're buying a gift and even when you're paying for that gift, the power of intention and the power of gratitude combined together mean that you will create more abundance in your life. Number one, if you're buying gifts, make sure you give it with the heart, or that you purchase with your heart that this might be something they might want. Now, even if you give a gift to somebody as money, that is also perfectly fine, because that person can possibly, you know, put all their little bits together and buy something they truly want. So there's nothing wrong with giving people like money in an envelope for Christmas either. So your intention and the reason for your intention, and being grateful, the fact that you can actually pay for the gifts, is very important. If you're paying for things and there's resentment there, and you know, that's not going to have a very good vibe for you, you know, being able to attract more money into your life. Does that make sense? So whenever you pay for a gift that you can buy food, or that you can, you know, pay for your bills, and that you can give in some way, that is gratitude that you can do it, that you have the ability to do that. And just by being simply grateful for that will bring accolades of abundance to you. Trust me, that is so very true. I see it in my own life. You know, sometimes I can get caught up with, oh my God, there's that bill to pay and I'm going to pay this insurance and this and this and this. But I'm forgetting that with those bills that I can actually pay them. And that is where the gratitude comes in. That is where the gratefulness comes in, because I can live another year with my car, or I can stay another year in my house and know that we are safe and we're insured. I mean, that is the world, that the 3D world that we're living in. And sure, I have opinions about that too, mind you. you know, but at the same time, I'm focusing on gratitude. And now I'm going to read your cards. So type down below, what are you doing for Christmas? Are you doing something? Are you taking time out for yourself? Because that could be vitally important. Maybe you've had a really busy year. Maybe you've had a very emotional year. Hello, everyone who's jumped on. So lovely to see all your names up there. I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity to share my gifts with you, my talents with you. Well, I can't even call it a talent, it is a gift. You know, I think I must have been born with tarot cards in my hand when I, you know, the first day I arrived here on planet Earth in physical form, of course. So we're wondering what today's tarot is going to bring in the beautiful messages, because the messages that I get from the tarot are also for you, they're for me, and for those who are listening to the replay, the message is for them too. I truly believe in the power of the energetic, vibrational love force that is always, ever, ever around us. It's just sometimes our thinking can be skewed around that. Does that make sense? So tell me what you're doing for Christmas, and here's today's first card. And today's card is a gentle card. It's the 8 of Wands. And as we know, wands are the batons, or they're the sticks. Can you see the poles? And the 8 of Wands, here we have someone got all these sticks in a row and he's throwing one out over to the horizon. And what is this all about? And this is the message for you today. If you've been thinking about doing something and you haven't been too sure, or if you've gone for that job, or if you've got a plan, you're going to get some feedback. You're going to get a message about that, and it's about keeping going. So basically there's that story. I keep pulling cards that are about keep going, do not stop. And this is about reaping the rewards. So there will be a message for you. There will be something that you can risk. If you're thinking about maybe a little bit of a risk, the time is now. All right, the planets are all coming into beautiful alignment. Now, I don't necessarily do astrology per se like an astrologer, but I do follow it because I believe that the greater cosmos out there impacts planet Earth also, and impacts. I mean, why do you think we've got this big wave of consciousness change? Because it is the time. And it's more than just here on planet Earth. It is the time out there in the universe where it is time for planet Earth to evolve, and everything inside the planet and on the surface of the planet. So we are being called to transform, to change ourselves, to understand our greatness. And this is another card demonstrating that. So in our changing, in our transformation, what actually happens is we expand. Now, that doesn't mean we put on 20 kilos, okay? We don't expand that way. What I mean by that is we vibrationally shift so that we begin to look at life with a more positive outlook and just allowing things to be. So I'll give you an example, right? How many religions do we have in the world? All right? How many kind of belief systems do we have in the world? Just think about that. And so says that, and so says that God's got a long beard and sits in heaven, and another one says, oh no, it's Buddha, and another one says that. It doesn't matter. The image and the culture from what the greater source may look like or may not look like is actually, you look at the essence of it. And the essence is that you are part of this divine miracle. You are that. And once you understand that, go for it. Take that risk, right? Learn to use your instinct. Learn to use your natural gift of creativity and your natural gift of intuition. It is always there. The mind is there to protect you from danger, but it also, because we don't know about it, we've allowed it to govern our lives, right? And our mind, what we think is not always true. It's a judgment, or it's an opinion, or it's an old program based on an old way of being. You know, have you ever watched the waves on the ocean, you know, come in and out? We are in this new wave of consciousness. Imagine this beautiful new wave washing away all the old paradigms of belief systems and understanding that there is a purpose and a oneness in everything, and you're part of that. All right, so this is for you today. Take that risk, jump in at the deep end. Take that risk and see how perfect things are actually in alignment. Even when you don't have all your ducks in a row, even when you're not ready, and even when you think you can't do it, just do it. Wow, that's powerful. All right, so who am I going to read for today? Okay, so tell me, what is it that you are going to expand in? Are you going to go for that job? Are you going to maybe go for that love relationship that you've been backing off on? Are you going to step out of yourself and go on your own to the movies, or go to a lovely friendly pub or something and connect with friends and put yourself out there? All right, because yesterday it was all about, are you hiding? Are you in disguise? And today it's about risk. Today it's getting yourself out there. Even when you're not ready, even when you don't think you're gorgeous, even all those stops, do it anyway. Wow, I love that. That is so amazing. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a good idea? Maybe you don't think it's a good idea, but do it anyway. Do it. Eric Ho always talks about, whenever you want to build a business, there's always a bit of a risk involved. And if you're not prepared to put in that risk, you won't ever see what beauty is outside for you and bringing back that future. So, guys, wow, I'm loving today. Loving today. Okay, so this card then is going to be for, oh, look at this. Oh, my God, there's so many Ritas on today. There's a Rita Welly. Hello, Rita. And there's a Rita Ostolida, Lady Callis. All right, so Rita O. Apologies that I can't read the middle part. Callis, I think the surname is. Rita, this card is for you. I think the other Rita disappeared. The feed's going up and down all the time on the side. Anyway, so darlings, here it is. Here it is. And welcome everybody online. Hello, Rob. Hello, Hamish. Darling, I'm looking forward to reading for you tomorrow. So excited. Wow. Absolutely amazing. And I did get your photograph of Dad. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we are. And this is for Rita. And knowing that's for Rita, it's for all of us. Wow. Okay, so it's the angel of acceptance. What does this mean? It means that accept what is present in your life. Accept at the moment what is so. Really, you think about it, you've got no choice. You could fight against it and resist it, but that's not going to get you anywhere. And you'll be arguing why, and the whys, and there's a lot of why, and there's, I know I used to be a why bird. Yeah, why this, why that, why, but why? Never got me anywhere. And so when you're in a why situation, you're in resistance. And the card is for you, Rita, saying, just accept whatever is at the moment in the present status quo. Just accept. There's peace inside acceptance. All right? It doesn't mean you like it, but just accept it anyway. And inside that, be open to the idea or the thought that even though things might be shitty in your life right now, that you can, and things might not be perfect because you're wishing this or you're wanting that, be happy with what you have right now. And we go back to gratitude. So we're looking at happiness. See the beauty in what's around you right now. And look at the people bringing you kindness. Being kind to yourself right now, even if things are total and absolute shitballs. Being grateful for what is right now. Now, does that mean you can't be sad or anything like that? No, it doesn't mean that, but it means letting go of what you can't control. All right, just let go of that. You're not then in resistance. Your body, your mind is calm. Your nervous system is then calm. And you just, if you just accept it and go, well, okay, that is the what so. And then you say a little prayer to yourself, do the Ho'oponopono prayer, you know, that goes like this. There's a few varieties, but I say it this way. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And you do it with your hand on your heart. So I'll put it up in my post again for you today, but that prayer is so powerful. Now, does it mean you're forgiving people? Well, maybe yes. It could also mean you're forgiving yourself. But you don't even know what you're forgiving, because sometimes we hold stuff inside our bodies. Our emotions are held there along our chakra lines, right? And sometimes we might have shame or guilt somewhere. And when something comes up in our life and we're resistant to it, then we say this little prayer, and somehow or another, and we repeat the prayer to ourselves until we feel better. And then you will feel better. I know, because it works. And I was the most resistant, you know, packet person you could ever believe. Resistant to everything. So I know this prayer works. And so that's all you have to do. Be very present to yourself and just accept the status quo, because you know why? You become detached. And when you are detached, it doesn't mean you don't feel. It doesn't mean you don't care. It just means that you're accepting the what so. And life can be so different in that space of being the observer in your life, by just accepting what you can't change and just going with whatever is in front of your nose, whether it's helping an elderly parent, whether it's accepting maybe someone passing away, whether it's accepting someone who's walked out of your life. And there are all reasons for that. And it's got really nothing to do with you, because it's their own soul choice. Does that make sense, everybody? Am I making sense today? Tell me in the comments box, is that making sense for you? And so you can only control in the present moment what you can control. And that is determined by your mind and your deep soul feeling. And we put those all together. It makes life so much easier. Listen to what you're saying. It determines your vibration, right? So Rita, I hope this has made sense. Accept the what so. I hope that makes sense for everybody. Accept it, move forward. Accept what is right now, even if you don't like it. Walk away and then go shoot for the stars. Go find something. Or even so, that shooting for the stars doesn't mean necessarily that you've got to go now and find somebody or anything like that. What it might mean is you do something for yourself too. And that's the message for today. That's a beautiful message for Christmas. Okay? So, having said that, thank you so much for your attention today. I know sometimes I sort of go off on a wander thing. My mind wanders. You know, the message for you, to have you feel better, to have you feel so much love for yourself, to have you have more presence in your life and more positivity. And that is always there. It's always a choice, guys, always a choice. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on again. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'm going to bring another card deck into the mix for the Friday, you know, tarot reading, because it's going to be on the eve of the Christmas coming up. And I'm even going to be reading the cards for you on Christmas Day. A fabulous, fabulous reading just for all of you who've been watching me every single day since I started. So much gratitude for that. You've got no idea. And if you miss me here, then you can always find me on YouTube. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a beautiful day. And remember, if the should and the woulds and the maybes come up, chill pill, no. No, no, and no. The angel of acceptance, and shoot for the stars. Okay, bye for now.